Okay, gang. Today we have a very funny, silly story. Anyway, so today we will be talking about the time I did a nightmare run. And in that nightmare run, some crazy crap happened. Can I swear? Some crazy shit happened. Yeah. Let's just say that much for now. Anyway, so if you don't know, a nightmare run is where if your twisted is on the floor, you cannot move and you have to stay at elevator. Usually a V will be in the run, so that way, you can see what twists are on the floor. If he dies, I don't know. I don't know what happens. Anyway, so, yeah, I was just looking for a run one day in the server, an epic run to do. And I saw this run that said, Nightmare Run, something something, use callouts, V, use your ability, save it for when we get out of elevator, stuff like that. And I was like, hey, I want to play a Nightmare Run. I kind of like Nightmare Runs. Anyway, I don't like Nightmare Runs anymore because of this. Anyway, so, this was before the, update with, no, it was, Blot was released. It was the update before the, Showtime skins. Anyway, so, I joined this run, and, I think it was DM for Link. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it was DM for Link, though. Anyway, so, I DM'd for Link, I got Link, and I joined in. Now, the main characters of this story are me, of course. Oh my god, bro, someone's died. Anyway, are me, someone else, some other people, 6 other people, and a Toodles. Now, this is very important. I was using the Connie skin that's purple and has, like, a little hat, Anyway, that's what I was using. And the Toodles was, like, a vintage Toodles, I think. Their skin's not important, my skin is important. Anyway, so, we get into the run, we're playing a few floors, I'm just talking like normal, and the Toodles starts randomly being toxic. For actually no reason, towards me. I actually don't know why. I think I, messed up or something. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, I remember. I took their machine, and they got mad, like, hey, that's my machine. I'm like, it doesn't have your name on it. You don't own a machine. It's not yours. Anyway. So, they just had some beef with me, and they were, being silly, I think. I'm not sure if they were being silly or serious. Their insults weren't that good, so I thought they were being, jokey. They might have been serious. I'm not sure. Not the point. Anyway, we go in for a few floors, and then around floor 15 is when the beef or whatever started getting serious. You see, it's a nightmare run, and Toodles and Connie are rares. So, Toodles got, on their floor, where there was a Toodles, they couldn't move. And since they were beefing me this whole time, saying, imagine doing this, imagine that, since they were stuck on this floor, I said, imagine being stuck. And they said, imagine being a slow tune. And then I said, well, imagine being short. And then, after I had said, imagine being short, they went a whole new direction. They said, well, at least I'm not Latina. Because I was using the Connie skin. Where it's the purple skin. I'll show it on screen right now. That was the skin I was using. So, not only was this, 1, really racist, but 2, they didn't even know if I was Latina actually IRL. I actually am partially. I'm Latino IRL. I'm not a girl, I'm a boy. Anyway, so then, when they said that, I just stopped talking for a second. I said ... and the chat was just like, what the actual fuck? Who says that? Who says that? And I think other people, at this point, other people in the run were like, what the fuck, Toodles? You can't say that. It's racist. And I was like, yeah, dude, that's racist. And Toodles was like, oh, well, I didn't mean it to be racist. What the fuck did you mean it to be then? Excuse me? What do you mean? I didn't mean it to be racist. You said a racist thing. People are gonna take that as you being racist. Are you kidding me? Everyone died? Bro. Anyway. So, After that, people were calling them out for being racist. And you wanna know what the worst part is? They were the co-host. That's right. They were the co-host of the run. They were friends with the host. The host was seeing them being a bitch this whole time and saw them say something racist, and not once did they even step in and be like, whoa, what is wrong with you? Maybe we shouldn't be friends anymore because, you know, you're kind of racist. No. This freaking host doesn't say a single thing about their friend being racist. They just don't talk, I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I remember saying something like, bro, the host could kick you out of the run, and say, they won't because I'm the co-host. And I was just, like, baffled. And the host was a really nice host up until then. I was just thinking, you're just gonna let your friend be racist? What is actually wrong with you? Anyway, you think that's the end of the story, but no, there's still more, sadly. There is so much fucking more. So I stopped talking to them, I stopped beefing with them, and they just continued beefing with me. And I think they said something like, I keep gambling something good. And I said, yeah, you also keep racisting. Because, you know, they're racist. It wasn't that good of an insult. But they were being racist, so, you know. Anyway, so I decided, oh, they also called me fat, so I was going to report them. And report them for saying fat, because fat's banned. Because I know that Roblox isn't going to do shit if I report them for being racist. Because Roblox moderation sucks ass. They literally banned a freaking schlep recently. So you know how bad Roblox on moderation is. Anyway, so I was just thinking, like, genuinely, what the freak? You know? How is everyone on 2? Are you kidding me? There was a tape. Okay. Anyway, but guess who gets banned? The second I'm about to report them, I remember I was, like, running or something, and my game glitched out. Like, whenever I got banned, so I was like, you're fucking kidding me, I'm not banned, right? I get disconnected from the game, and I get a freaking ban message that says, please make sure that Roblox can be a safe space for everyone. And I'm just thinking, why I didn't do shit? They were the one that said something racist, not me. Why am I in trouble? You know? For calling them racist because they were being racist. You know? Actually insane. And it was right before the skin update too. So I was like telling my IRL friend who plays Dandy's World with me, like, bro, what the fuck? I'm gonna miss the update. And he's like, it's fine. You'll play it soon. And I was like, no, it's not fine. Shut up. And I was like, I think you're a bit over exaggerating, and he was kind of right. It was not that deep. And when we played the update, it wasn't even that good, so. But good news. I do have good news. You see, when I was doing the update, when I got banned, the first thing I did was submit an appeal because I didn't do anything really wrong. You know, my God, look. And guess what? The appeal actually worked. Roblox did their job for once and unbanned me. It was amazing. Yeah, did the other Toodles that was being racist, the co-host, get banned? No, she didn't get banned. Not even for a day. Actually insane. Yeah. So, moral of the story, freaking don't be racist just because you're in an argument. That's, like, really low to do. If you do that, just, like, what is wrong with you? Anyway, yeah, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye now. I'm gonna start doing videos with my voice, I think, instead of the stupid AI voice, because I don't like AI voices, to be honest. They kind of sound unnatural. But I don't have much time to record, because I live in a family with a house with 3 other people, so, you know, it's kind of hard to get alone time and record. But, it's fine. I will find time, and I will start using my voice in videos. Anyway, that is the video. Hope you enjoyed, and, yeah. Next video when another stupid story like this happens. I usually like, do stories like these. I would do more of these, but, you know, when I do Dandy's World runs, not as crazy of shit happens all the time. So I just do it whenever, like, something really crazy happens. You know? Anyway, yeah, take care. See ya.